inactivity, environmental, toxins that you're breathing in your house. You might have mold. All of these little things increases diabetes like really like fast. Hereditary and other factors. So it goes into that kind of an order. Now we think everything is hereditary. Some things are because it's the bloodstream. Okay. So it's something you're going to have to check out and see how deep it goes into your family. The good news is that the scientists have identified lifestyle strategies that lower the risk and the harm of diabetes. And we know this. I'm a huge advocate on eating good, well, clean. I have my vices. I'm not perfect. I love to drink wine once in a while. I have Mickey D fries maybe once or twice a year. And I load salt on them once or twice a year. So, I mean, I like to eat. Trust me, I do. And I pick my vices when and what. I have ice cream maybe a couple times a year. And then I love breads. That's my biggest weakness. It's just, yes, Chris. So Chris is very open to, and just said that Grandpa down in Mexico has type 2 and got some toes amputated. It gets serious with type 2, guys. We're going to get into this just a little bit. Just hear me out. Maybe we can help some family members and friends. Carb count every meal. Yes, Shelly, we're getting to that. Carbs. I said I'm a bread eater. Like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm surprised I'm not a diabetic because the carbs I used to eat, I still eat. Damn it, at times. It's not funny, but damn it, I love food. Okay, so the good news, as I was saying about the scientists, and you can alter your lifestyle with diabetes by what you eat. And Shelly just said, carb counting every meal is like, walking. You have to do it. And then breads and pastas, but in moderation. I know, but I love them. Oh my God. I love them. Okay, so type 2 diabetes is a condition. All right. So is a condition. We say disease, but it's a condition. And I want to rule that in, guys. It's a condition, okay? It's not a disease. It exists in a particular environment. When you change the environment, you can change the condition. I preach that so much, I am not kidding. You can change your environment, you change the condition. So hear me out. So on one of my podcasts about a year ago, I was talking about children and the environment that they're brought up in. Now, or animals too. So if you beat a dog, you're going to beat their spirit right out of them. And they're going to whimper. You're going to call their name. They're going to pee. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Let's say you have a group of people that are toxic and mean and just bad. And you leave the group and go home and you feel exhausted. That's toxic. And you surround yourself with shit. You become shit, right? Diabetes. You are what you eat. Period. Done. Amen. Yeah. So I'm going to try to look at some of these people tell me I don't belong. Oh, John, of course you belong. Captain Venom, you really, I remember you through the old WWF Women's Trash. I did. And for a reason. I spoke about that and why I did that. That was to take a stance for women because I had enough not being paid. Got paid like shit. Anyway, so we'll get into that here. Diabetes, back with diabetes, guys. So when I say with the notes that change your environment, you change the condition. Okay? You change your habit, you change your situation. True? Okay, yeah. So, so with that, I see myself. So okay. See my nose. Okay, so a key player is the pancreas. Okay, so a key player is your pancreas. Your pancreas is a multitasking organ of both of the endocrine and the digestive system. It is which produces insulin, and it helps to make and store more energy from sugars. So that's why the pancreas is so important. It also, there's a, we can get deep into this, but that'll be another podcast. We're talking about diabetes right now. I was going to start talking about bile and the other area and what a part that has. So we'll get into that some other time. A type 2 diabetes can be triggered by metabolic syndrome, a condition marked by high blood pressure. So that's why they say it's so important to watch that high blood pressure, because if it's spiked and it stays spiked, that is a clear door that is open for diabetes. What's this? IRN Drew 92. Hey, how you doing? Julia Syria, nice sense. I love Saraya. Where's Saraya? Tell her I love her. Isn't she on Twitch too? I think I've watched her one time. I got to get on there. Her and I got to bring her on my show, and I need to go on her show. And just, it'll be great. We need to do it. You give her my love. Go like this. Go. That's to Saraya. Oh my God. She's hilarious. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. Oh, Saraya. Yes. Make sure it is the right one. It's not her daughter. But anyway, when I say that, I don't know if her daughter would have liked me licking her face. But anyway, then again, Paige might have. Okay, so let's get back. So type 2 diabetes can be triggered by metabolic syndrome, a condition marked by high blood pressure. Okay, so another thing is your large waist circumference. Okay, if you notice, you start getting those love handles. Like if you were really thin and didn't carry fat, and then you start getting your love handles, and you start getting that midsection, and you started bloating, you started doing this, start paying attention. You start watching your blood pressure. You go back to see what you were eating. Are you not being as active? You need to retract and start getting back, because that is another open door for diabetes. It's simple. Once it comes in, it's hard to go back, but you can. It's a condition. Okay. Oh yes. Hello, Andrew 92. We met when I came into Norwich for Julia. I'm the Scottish guy who got his hair braided next to you in the backstage. Oh, hey. Did I braid it? I don't even remember. Okay, so that's for the type 2 diabetes. All right, guys. Diet and lifestyle play a huge role, a tremendous role. Tremendous. Get up off your ass and just walk. Walk a block. Start walking. Stretch in the morning. Here's my routine. This is what I tell my people and my clients when I coach. I coach clients. I've got a coaching program that's ready to land. And that'll be on my website very, very soon, before the end of the year. I can tell you that, because my new merchandise, my new website just launched at Madusa, MADUSA.com. And check it out, guys. Shelly just shared something with us so incredibly important. Shelly says that she went from a size 14 to an 8 before being diagnosed. Oh my gosh. So she knows. So if there's anybody in here that's, scared or you want to be quiet because you're the fear of, letting it out, hit Shelly up on a whisper. I'm sure Shelly could, I'm not diabetic, but just through all my schooling and things I've learned in my notes, these are just things that I've learned. I'm sharing with you, that I'm not telling you that this is a cure. I need to make that clear, because there's people out there that want to tag you and take you off the air because they say you're trying to be a doctor. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure Shelly would love to, whisper some stories with you on Twitch. Or then again, maybe not. I just said that without asking her. Oh, Huck. Guys, look who's here. Huck is here. Huck, Sunday is his family day, and he doesn't work, but he knew I was trying this and doing everything. So, yeah. So, Huck, you can see how the screen is. I'll just try to get that later. I'm actually recording Huck right now live on my podcast, Spreaker. It's working. And I'm doing it video, and I've got the fans so I can talk to them and text to them. So everything is cool. Cool. So this is just a trial period. So everyone's going to get this free. I know you and I talked about the tier 1, 2, and 3. If you go through here, Huck, and look what Mad G said as far as the suggestion, I thought it was pretty cool, and you and I can talk about that and circle back. But thanks for popping in. The only thing here is that I look like this, like a ghost and all that green stuff. You can see through me on this. But when I click over to my other Christmas scene, it doesn't happen. So it just happens on this part of the podcast, just talking. And on the Christmas just talking, I don't look like this. So just FYI. So back to diabetes. So what's really important is your lifestyle. So as soon as you're high blood pressure, you start to gain weight. You notice that you're gaining the weight around your middle, especially around men. If you start gaining all that weight around your middle, this is a high sign. You better start checking your blood pressure just keep a watch on it. Go to your doctor. Let them know what's happening so you can start checking yourself for diabetes. You need to get up off your ass, like I said, start walking, get some exercising, especially people that are on this Twitch or on computers and sitting a lot. Now, I found myself sitting a lot more, so I probably gained the 10 pounds of sitting on my ass doing all this Twitch work. But I get up and still work out. But then again, I have been eating a lot of bread. But anyway, yeah. Diet and lifestyle play a tremendous role. And if you start with a diabetes 1 or 2, you can reverse your roles. It has been done. I swear it has. You can be one way in the diabetic field with your condition, and if you change your lifestyle and your environment, you can change your role with being a diabetic. I am not kidding. There's Huck. Oh, okay, he's still there. So yeah, it's very important. So once you start gaining weight, just pay attention to yourself. There are signs for this. Diabetes is a rapid condition growing in the United States, and you do not turn a cheek on it. Do not, because you can start losing your limbs, your fingers, your toes, your legs. I mean, it's serious if you just let it go and just sit on our body and start to be comfortable where you're at. I mean, you may hurt. You're going to notice things happening. I mean, when I gained my 12 pounds, I noticed a big difference. Like, everything changed inside me. Like, from going to the bathroom or just being, I wasn't lethargic, but I noticed I was a little more fatigued. I was, I didn't have that much energy to do things. So, yeah, it has a big impact. You can reverse your role. Now, I've never been a diabetic, but trust me, when I gained these 10 pounds, I was like, ding, oh my God, I got to do this. I'm going to start noticing this. So, of course, I got back into the gym. I started getting it under control. 10 pounds to me freaks me out because I've never been 10 or 12 pounds overweight, except for the fact when I lived in Japan, when I was wrestling in Japan for those 3 years, I was almost 180 pounds. But I was like, boof, you know what I mean? Just like, and I needed that extra poundage so when I hit that mat 600 times a night, I didn't get hurt. So, WrestleTech, what's up? Hey, welcome, man. Appreciate you. So you work out 3 days of, yes. So as soon as I'm done with this podcast, I'm hitting the gym. And then I got to come back and do another podcast at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, excuse me. So yeah, Russell Tech, hey,